So when we're talking about squatting mechanics in the strength and conditioning room, a lot of times we see it and it's very simple and easy to address. But when it comes to taking that squatting mechanics and applying it into something like speed skating, like we're doing with Yasmen, there needs to be transfer of that center of mass. And in this case, it's lateral transfer for forward motion. So there's a drill that they perform in ice skating called the straightaway drill. And what do we use it for?
Okay, so a straightaway drill, if you see speed skaters on the ice and you go around in a circle, the straightaway is basically the part which is straight on the ice. There are only two things we do on the ice. We go straight and then we turn left. That's all we do.
Easy.
It's easy.
I could be a skater.
You can be a skater.
Okay.
Okay. So we have to practice the straightaway stroke before we master turning in, because it's fairly similar to the straightaway. But we have to master one, we have to get strength. And two, we have to know how to move the body from one side to the other side without popping up. I have this horrible habit because I do a lot of explosive jumps, which is part of our training too. We don't not jump. Just because we're skating, it doesn't mean we don't do plyometrics. We do a lot of plyometrics. But we have to also learn how to transfer our weight from here, from the bottom, all the way on one level to the other side. And that can take a little bit of strength and technique, put into one. It's quite a lot of work.
Yeah. So Yasmen, especially with this is a lot of band tension.
It's a lot of
Actually,
band
Carly, if you come over here, I just want you to see something here. Can you do that one more time?
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and get into your starting position.
Okay, so this is where I land my foot on the ice.
That's where we're landing. So notice, foot is flat, knee is on top of the ankle, everything is on, but this is the same position that we see in pistols. The upper body is slightly rotated into that leg. We are resisting rotation for better application of force. The next movement, go for it.
So now I'm going to come forward a little bit onto the ice, right? Because you come forward. And then I'm going to use this leg to explode out into this position here. So this leg has to stay right under me here. It can't go out and it can't go in. It has to stay right under my breast, right there.
So besides being super precise, what we're trying to do is we're trying to find the next position that's going to look like this.
Yeah.
So you're pushing to the side, she's reaching with the leg, and then she's getting that foot flat again, knee is out, and then you may think, oh, well, look at this upper leg, what's going on here? Is there an off angle? No, it's just that her upper body is actually rotating into that for optimal application of force. That is that constant, the resisting rotation. So this lateral motion, shifting, actually requires a huge ability to resist that rotation so we don't lose that knee position. Yeah. So this is a great drill for just learning how to change direction. And then there's another thing that you mentioned, which was you don't want to bob up and down.
Yeah.
You want to keep the center of mass as flat as possible. Exactly. Why is that?
If you bob up and down, you lose speed. So as soon as you come up, your center of mass gets higher, and you're not in that top position, low to the ground, low to the center of gravity, and you can't access these muscles to explode out. So it's not that we don't skate high. When we have a long race, like a 1500 meter race, we don't start low. We start all high. But on the 500 meter races, it's a sprint, you gotta go all out. But there's something very important that you just said, and that is the application of force. We talk about this all the time when you do your push-ups, with the vertical forearms. You want that force to go straight in, right? The same thing with speed skating. You have to have that blade. If you want to get speed, it depends on the amount of pressure you put into the ice, right? So if your blade's not set correctly on the ice, you're not applying the correct amount of force into the ice and you'll slow down.
Exactly. So what we're learning from this is that every single principle of movement is applicable into any movement standard we see out there. And in terms of application of force, what you just said is we need to maximize that. So if you are a CrossFitter or if you're just a person that likes fitness, a drill like this can actually expose a lot of weaknesses that you may be missing by being a specialist in a certain realm of fitness. So what's this called again? The straightaway drill. How simple is that? And you don't need these fancy bands. You can grab another green band or a black band and just mess with it. But it's being able to get into these positions, maintaining the positions, and understanding how they become relevant to everything else.